How's it going, YouTube? Hello, the world. This is me, Ayel, and I just thought to make a video this morning because it's a hard day. I'm in a bad situation, and sometimes it's hard to get up when you're in a tough place. So I thought to make this video so I can at least do something productive. You know, it seems like all the women in my life are trying to kill me, and it's not a joke. It's not a joke. You know, I have a baby mama, which I didn't want a baby mama. I was hoping I can convert that into a wife, a life partner, someone to build with, you know. And even though they say that building with a woman is beta, but back in the day, not even back in the day, that's what families are all about. You know, families are all about two people trying to make something, trying to make a living, support their family. And, well, that didn't work out as well. It did not work out well. I met her in, massage school. We did for like 2 years. Then she got pregnant. We had the baby, and I was like, okay, well, I knew I wasn't in the best position financially, really, or so emotionally. I had some emotional pains. It's not easy being an intelligent black man in a predominantly white community. You have to fight a lot of battles, a lot of mental battles. She was half black. Her mom was blonde, blue-eyed, and her father has been kicked out of the country. So she did not grow up with a strong black male role model in her life. And as you know, this whole situation really taught me how white people really view us. They don't honor or respect us at all. You know, this mother of hers, she did not. I can't say, because what the mother has trained her daughter to do to me is to try to destroy me socially. Try to make me catch a case. Try to make me lose my business. Try to make me lose any kind of funding for school. Lose my freedom. That's what these people are trying to do. So that way they can weasel their way back in and try to have control over me. Or at the very least, make me undesirable to any other woman. Because I'm still coming into my prime. I was already in such an elite stage when I was still a fledgling. I was already such a high stage when I was just a fledgling. My mindset and other things. Yes, I had shortcomings. But I was definitely ahead of the rest mentally, in some ways or not. You know, I'm gonna give myself that credit. But, you know, when they couldn't control me or force me to do things their way, they tried to destroy me. It's just that simple. And that sucks, because it all started with withholding my son. And when I'd go over to go deliver some groceries, deliver some food, clothes for my son, they make me seem like I'm some weird dude. Why are you here delivering stuff for your son? Well, you broke up with me and I still have a son. So I was trying to do what a father should do. You know, I grew up in a 2-parent household. And yes, my parents have fought, but this is bullshit. Excuse my language, YouTube. Please excuse my language. It is BS. Because here I am, a man trying to do stuff, at least do the right thing, you know, for my son and for myself as a man, my own self-respect. And you're just trying to dog me and turn me to something that I'm not, you know. And this is what you have to really realize, you know. They expect black men to be idiots and drug dealers and these lowest scums of society. And that's not me. I'm going to correct it right now. I'm not even a black man. I'm a Moor. You know, when it comes from nationality and identity, I'm not that. My father is Haitian. My mother is Cameroonian. Bamleke. I am a Moor, an American Moor. Okay? My bloodline runs deep, all across America, through Africa, to Egypt, to Ethiopia. I know it. I've traced it back. So I know very well of my royal lineage. And here I thought, coming to these half black children, my baby mama, her little brother and sister, even the mother, I thought they would appreciate, hey, I'm a black here, ready, I'm a black man, ready to get some shit done. I understand the state of our people, and as men, we have to stop, screwing around. Let's enterprise, let's be industrious, let's rebuild the community and the family structure. Those are my goals, and I thought I discussed that thoroughly with her. I really thought I did. We had spent time, watched documentaries, taking in information. We planned the business. We planned on how to get a home, a multifamily home, not just a single family home, a multifamily home. And we had made these plans and goals. And somewhere along the line, well, to be short, she didn't want that anymore. Somewhere along the line, her friends, single mothers, it's not like friends who are in happy relationships, single women got in her head and told her, hey, there are men who just pay for you to be you. You don't need to deal with this sucker who ain't got no money. You don't have to work for your money. You can just be you and men will pay you. And I was like, well, these girls aren't really in your best interest. I tried to explain it to her. I did. She didn't want to hear it, because, to be honest, I don't know, you know. In any case, 4 years later, because my son is 4 now, she's been lying to the court, telling the court this and that, saying that I abuse her and I abuse the child. But you lived with me for almost three years in my family's home. Not one day did I abuse you. In fact, you were punching and slapping me. And exactly when that happened, I said, hey, little girl, baby, we are not going to do that here. Because if I even so much as sneeze on you, you're done. So we're not going to be hitting each other. Yeah, sexually, that's different. A little bondage, little slap in the ass sexually. Yeah, I give you punishment when you fuck up. But to abuse you? No, I don't abuse my women. You don't abuse your women. So, my whole life is turned upside down. And by the grace of God, to be honest, I'm not in jail yet. And I won't be going by the grace of God, but I'm really hurt how someone can just destroy something because it's not theirs. It was your daughter's. That's what even hurts more. It's like, I understand it wasn't yours. I can get that. Okay, you see your friend about to level up. Maybe you might sabotage them. That's fucked up. That's disgusting, But I can almost see that. Okay, I can handle that one. But your own daughter, your own flesh and blood, you will sabotage them. And this is what I'm going to call sabotage, because when it came time to give your daughter a recommendation so she can get her own home, you told her no. You were gone for 2 years. So I can't do that. I said, well, no one knows, because she wasn't receiving mail here. She was just living with her boyfriend at her boyfriend's parents' house. So there's no real reason to take away this opportunity from your daughter. If you really are talking about leaving this man is no good. If it was really that I was just no good. So that wasn't the case. This is about control, power, and bitterness. And to be honest, I almost became bitter. I went through my whole red pill rage and everything. But for the most part, I was more of a purple pill man. I come from a 2-family home. My father is the dominant force in my home, and my mom is definitely a good neck, because she's very intelligent, and she allows my father to see things that he didn't see before. So I went and seeked out that in a woman, because I've seen how you can progress in life in a partnership. I've seen where I came from nothing. When I was born, my family was struggling hard, and now I live in a beautiful home that I can sit here for almost a year and not do anything. Watch my parents go to work and I can't do anything. So I come from a good family. And I was trying to build an even better family to provide for both of our families. We have to play the economic game and move our money in certain ways. But since they couldn't control it or abuse me, they have to destroy me or try to. And I'm here refusing to be destroyed. I refuse. Okay? I know the lighting's bad. My face doesn't matter, man. It's the message. I'm really overwhelmed. I've used any of my savings that I've had. I used that trying to just survive because my business is bad. The kind of allegations I have against me, I wasn't going to put my business at jeopardy over that. No, my good name is at risk. I'm not going to put myself at risk because some girls want to lie on me. What's even worse, a friend of mine came to me because I was dating a new girl. And she came to me and basically she insinuated the whole thing, coaxed my girlfriend into a threesome, and then I was the last person to know about it. So like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, they're there begging for it to happen. I'm just like, something, I should have listened to my higher self. I know it. I should listen to my higher self. But, I, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's around my time, and my girlfriend was there. She was like, hey, it's alright. And it happened. Next thing I know, the other girl goes to file a police report saying that I raped her. How can I rape you when you offered it to me? And this is not the first time she's offered it to me. So it's like, thank God I never accepted it before. And at least when I accepted it here with a key witness, my girlfriend, at the time. And that's some scary stuff, man. I like. So now the court trials are going and everything, but that's some scary stuff. And I'm here. I couldn't receive any of the PPP loans because I couldn't move my money around because of all these allegations. And if I'd had to move my money around, I wouldn't have had any money to purchase any food. I would have literally been starving. Even though I'm in my parents' home and everything, I try not to put those expenses on them. It would be easy just be like, hey, I don't have a phone. I don't have a this and that. Can you pay that for me while I go spend my money all over the place? But I'm not that irresponsible. I really am not. I definitely have taken the time to try to figure out the world, how to become wealthy. Because when you went to high school, they just told you to go get a job or join the army. And then you work and get an apartment, and then one day you get a mortgage. And it's like, well, everyone's still suffering. It doesn't seem like we're actually generating wealth. Why is that? That's what I started asking myself. Why is it that it doesn't seem like anyone's really generating wealth? So I went to school, a little bit of college, and I was like, okay, well, I don't agree with the medical field. Because clearly something doesn't make sense here. You guys are talking about healthcare and everything, but you're not talking about food and nutrition. And when I realized doctors weren't being taught nutrition, I left Western medicine. I was like, I can't do that with you guys. You guys are playing a funny game. I'm not about that. I'm a real healer. I'm Hotep. So I then realized maybe I should probably go make a business. Learn some healing practices. I wanted to start. So the closest thing I could get at the time was massage therapy. Yeah, I was a little bit foolish. What? 23? 24? And that's when I met this girl, who I thought was the girl of my dreams, To be fair, she was a decent girl. It's just like the world fucked her up. She's been abused, molested, raped because her mom left her in foolish places, took her to foolish environments. She's been abused most of her life. And she opened herself up to that, and I could blame myself if I didn't handle it as well. I didn't care for her as gently as I could have. But in the end, this is really because of her community, her family. coaxed her to leave this union. I recall a time where my mother and father were about to split up, and my grandmother spoke to them like, "Hey, this is foolishness. You have two children. You've already been working at this. It would be stupid for you guys to divide." Okay. Now my mother at the time was trying to play me to make her point, and my grandmother said, "Hey, you need to shut your mouth up. You don't know what you're talking about." And that was powerful because as I grew, I realized, because once I was like, what, 16, I realized, whoa, all these people are just divorcing. So I didn't realize the depth of what my grandmother had done that day. And that was probably one of the greatest things that happened in my life, that my family got to stay together. But it is a shame that a single mother would stop their own child from having a family and a great man. I want to say I'm a great man because I know what's inside me to help. So I know what's inside me. Just because it's sad that a woman would stop her own daughter from getting that because she couldn't have it, because she lost out, because she wasn't strong enough or bold enough to stand up to her parents to protect the man that she had her children with. And my baby mama just repeated the same generational curses. And when I met her and I told her, "You and I can break generational curses together," I told her, I said, "We can. You know, let's talk about how the fuck our families are like this. Let's break them." Okay? I didn't want to be like my family, fighting over money all day. And I didn't like her family, who's going to destroy a man's masculinity and act like a raging banshee when she doesn't get her way. Okay? If I'm acting like a raging banshee, that's because something is wrong, not because I didn't get my way. Because something is wrong. Okay? I'm a man. When something is wrong, I go in, I fight for it. I don't turn into a fucking Hulk because I get told no or because I didn't get my way. I turn into a Hulk because something is wrong. Because something is fundamentally wrong. But that's something I'm working on. I'm working on becoming Smart Hulk. Okay? Smart Hulk. I believe Banner is smarter than Iron Man. Banner doesn't need to be smart the way Iron Man is smart because Iron Man needs a vengeance. Banner is already the Hulk. So his science is just like, hey man, I believe Banner's more intelligent than Tony Stark. Tony Stark just has inventions. Tony Stark is a businessman. Banner is a scientist. That's kind of like the biggest differences. By all means, Banner can learn a lot from Tony Stark, you know. But today, I said I was going to get up today and work on a bunch of stuff. And trying to even make my company and stuff, I can't spare the expenses to make my company. I can't spare the expenses to even create the corporation so I can apply for the PPP loan. Because if I get rejected, I have no money for food. Couldn't pay for my phone or even basic cable. Not cable, my internet. You know, those are my only expenses right now. My food, my phone, and the internet. And that might seem like, why don't you have enough money? But man, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know. She moved to Texas after the first time she lied at me in court. And I thought it was just her mother lying on me in court. So after court was done, she invited me to Texas, saying like, hey man, all this happened, we can get married, we already have a son, blah blah blah. And I figure, okay, well, yeah, we had shit happen before, maybe we can fix it, because I don't know, it's not beta. It doesn't make me beta for having these kind of values, having real family values. I don't view myself as beta. I may see what was beta about me, really having these deep emotions for her, and getting myself tricked and fooled. Yeah, but I'm just an alpha man who made a mistake. I'm still learning on my journey. Okay, but I'm definitely not a beta male. In any case, I could be what you call a sigma male, an alpha and omega, because I don't need to be the leader. I just need the mission to be complete. Okay, but if there is no leader, well, clearly I have to stand up and be the leader. But if there's someone else who wants to parade and play leader, fine, play leader. But I'm making the game plan. If you want to be the front runner, be the front runner. Fine. Okay? That makes a good queen. A queen, she needs to go make the contract, come back to the king. The king approves the contract. Okay, so it looks like she's running the show, but everything has to get approved by me. Okay? So, hey man, I'm a man also who can go out and make contracts. I have my own little business. I started out as a massage therapist. I wanted to go to a medical massage therapist. In truth, I'm a healer. I focus on food, diet, and nutrition to solve illness. You know, uh, 2019, January, I almost died. You know, my body had shut down. I almost died in January 2019. And I fought. I didn't know what else to do. The doctors didn't know what else to do. I had to take whatever knowledge I knew about the body and really work myself out. And I literally took back where the infection was, what the ailments were, the symptoms, and I worked back on the body systems and figured out how to heal myself. And that's through the knowledge of massage, food, and nutrition. So I'm not an idiot in any way, sense, or form. I'm, in some ways, too intelligent. If I was a little less intelligent, maybe I would have just picked one little thing and been successful at that. But I am a master trader. Okay? The jack of all trades is a master trader. I could sell anything. And I guess the hardest thing about this whole process that I didn't realize that about myself. I had a lot of self-love issues. I used to be very overweight. Now I've worked on my body. You know what I mean? So still work on those abs though. But um so I had my own little insecurities, but I had always been working on them. I was working out on my body before I met her, and by the time she left, she used to complain that I was going to the gym so much. She said I didn't stop home to say hi to her and the kid. And I said, okay, baby, I'm sorry. I'll make sure to stop and say hello to her and the kid. Or I changed my workout